for me, I would have to finish up for like a certain amount of videos, then to solve MCQs for that particular topic, and look out for the solution for those things that are not discussed in the video application, in the video session. I used to write down those things in the notes. I used to mark the question that has been asked in the previous exams.
Hi guys, this is Dr. Pritesh Singh, National Level Surgery Faculty and Faculty of Surgery in the Prep Ladder. With me is Dr. Ravi Savalia, who secured 212 marks in December FMG exam 2021. Congratulations, Ravi. Please tell us something about yourself.
Thank you so much, Pritesh sir. My name is Ravi Savalia, and I have graduated from the University of Northern Philippines in the Philippines. And December 2021 exam was my first attempt.
Okay.
And I got 212 marks in the exam. And that's
How
it.
was the exam, by the way, this December 2021 exam?
For the exam per se, like the exam was the exam that it should be, the way it should be. It was, I would not say that it was easy at all, because there were so many questions that I would not have expected.
Okay.
There were some questions that I was seeing even for the first time, and I got to know that, oh, these are also things that they can include in the field of medicine.
Right.
So I was really shocked for some of the questions. It was not at all easy, but it was not that difficult to that, not that too difficult if you are not prepared enough.
Okay. And what was the weightage of questions? I mean, how many questions were there from subjects? Maximum number of questions were from which particular subject? In paper one and paper two?
In combining both of them, we know that the PSM is the major one, but I think there was 30 to 35 questions from there.
Okay.
And from Ops and Gyne, it was 30 to 35 again. But what I found major combining surgery and some aspect of radiology, there were 42 to 45 questions from the surgery alone.
Right.
And so combining some portion of pedia and medicine, there are also 40 to 42 questions. So major subjects were there, but there were minor subjects as well who was weighing more, like the psychiatry, I 6 or 7 questions
Right.
were there. Then from derma also, like 6 to 7 questions were there, including pharmacology with the derma.
Okay.
So there was interconnection with the subjects.
So it was
but
some kind
majority
of
were the major
integrated and
subject
clinical
questions.
question with fair distribution of questions.
Yes, doc. Yes, doc.
Okay. And what was your strategy of preparation? Means actually, when did you start your preparation?
To me, I would not lie. I started 3 months after the lockdown implemented.
Means,
From the September, got the subscription of the Prep Ladder FMG.
in September 2020?
And then I was no, September 2020.
Okay.
So it was more than a year ago, and I was consistent in the preparation. Like for me, I would have to finish up for like a certain amount of videos, then to solve MCQs for that particular topic, and look out for the solution for those things that are not discussed in the video application, in the video session. I used to write down those things in the notes. I used to mark the question that has been asked in the previous exams.
Okay.
So since then I started, and I had fumble of 3 months in between, where I had to fulfill the document requirementations.
Okay.
For my college and the visa, all those things.
Okay. And what was the frequency of solving mock test or grand test? How frequently you used to solve mock test or grand test?
Even though I was not finished up with my syllabus, I started solving the mock test from the December only, December 2020. I used to get little low score, like in some of the exams, I was not even able to cross the passing range.
Oh.
But I used to mark the things that, okay, this is the wrong thing that I have made, so I will not mark wrong in the next attempt. Or if whenever this question will appear, I'll try to mark it correct. I used to look out for the solution. So probably I would have given 6 to 7, but because of the lack of the time, I was able to give it only 4 to 5.
Okay.
And I used to get around, after I finished half of the chunk from the syllabus, I used to get the passing score like 163, 179, 171.
Okay.
But when I started, I used to be low, like 138, 147, like that.
Okay. So what was your score in the last grand test?
In the last grand test, it was 163.
163. So I think
However,
you really worked very hard because you improved from 163 to 212. That's really great. Okay, who are your
yes, sir.
favorite teachers in the Prep Ladder Dream Team?
So right now I'm sitting in front of you. So it's not like that I'm going to take your name, but definitely you are one of the most favorite faculty to me, because surgery is my favorite subject. Apart from surgery, my favorite faculty is Dr. Govind Rai Garg, Goga sir. Then I'll also say Meenakshi ma'am, the way she has made me learn pediatrics. She was really impressive. The day I started learning her sessions and the day I ended up, she was really nice. Also medicine, because the way Deepak sir gives motivation and inspiration after each session, like it's also it boosts up confidence of us. And there are also other, but these four are my most favorite among all of them.
Okay. And what's your favorite feature in the Prep Ladder app?
And the application itself is to me, like time CQs are given after each topic, so it is a great thing. Like you can watch the video session, then you can read a glance to your note, give a glance to your note, and then you can solve those MCQs. Even there is a solution given. So it was a good thing. Like you can evaluate yourself, that they will give you the performance after the exam, that you are among the 88% of the students. Like this is your graph, this is your curve, and this subject is powerful, this
Right.
subject is weak. And even topic wise they have given those things. Like if my vascular surgery is particularly weak, then they will show the red line over there, that you need to make this particular topic strong. Then apart from it, I think in the January or February, they introduce the beta gamification. You have to make the streak to complete like 5 hours of video. Either you watch 5 hours of video or 2 hours of video with 60 MCQs. So it is a kind of boosting up. Like when we play the game, those games, we try to achieve the goals. So it was something what similar. So I try to focus on that thing, and it
Okay.
has helped me to most of the syllabus.
Right. So what would be your advice for exam going aspirants who are preparing for this June session?
For the June sessions, those who haven't appeared even for once, like for those, it will be the first attempt. Like you have to give your 100%. Do not rely on anybody. Like there are so many rumors that a June exam tend to be easy as compared to the December one. So there is nothing like that. Exams are always hard if you are not prepared enough. So you have to prepare. And if you are following one particular resource, then go for it only. Like then if you will follow more than one thing, like there are so many other applications and the YouTube channels that students try to recover the rapid revision sessions and all. But if you are following Prep Ladder, then follow it only. Otherwise, you will be having the FOMO kind of thing, fear of missing out, and it will cause burden on you. Like you have to read it, you will have to read it from the Prep Ladder, and the same topic you are going to read from other application or YouTube channels as well. So it is all about the time. If you will adjust your time, and if you will, like, you cannot give, like, we all know that Dharma is minor subject, and we cannot give like 1 to 2 months just to finish the Dharma. Instead of, definitely each subject is having its own importance and significance, but you have to give time, enough time to each subject, not less, not too much. And do not try to stay on the one page or on one topic, like, because this is not the time to evaluate or make yourself more intelligent, because this is the screening exam, not a
Right.
competitive exam. And you have to, for those who are going for first attempt, second attempt, or many attempts, like uh, there is always a room for improvement. You can always improve yourself. And it is always good to work hard than the previous attempt.
Right.
And it will also help you, like, this is the knowledge, it will go nowhere. If you have read more, it will help you to for the future exams like postgraduate exams and INICET exams, because I have found so many questions similar that has been asked in the INICET exam, and that was also discussed in the FMG sessions. So it was like, you should not give up on yourself and also on whom you believe in your faith also.
Right. So there should be single source of preparation, good time management, and you should not leave any subject. Don't do mastery in one subject and don't leave the subject.
Yes.
So give importance to all subject and have a single source of information and keep revising the stuff. This is what you wanted to say, right?
Yes, sir. And also about MCQs, like when you start proper preparation for FMG, I maintain that if I used to read for 10 hours, 2 hours will be there for the MCQ solving.
Right.
I used FMG solution book for that one. And I also bookmarked some of the questions that I kept marked them wrong again every now and again. So I bookmarked them in the application as well. I looked after them again. And when the exam came near, I changed the schedule to 40% of time will be given to the MCQ solving and 60% in the reading.
Right. So thank you, Ravi. It was an awesome interactive session with you, and congratulations once again.
Thank you so much, sir. I feel the same. Thank you so much, sir, and you're welcome.